多位啊！今日呢個咧係一個特別嘅一個，你當廣告啦嚇，一個特別嘅節目啦，咁就同阿 Neil 喺度啦，咁喺佢屋企嗰度咧就喺度分享一啲嘢，同埋咧想講啊嚟緊大家都知道啦，即係我哋10月咧就會去呢個羅茲威爾啊，咁所以咧我哋今次嚟到呢度咧就係特登就揾阿 Neil 佢請我食飯，跟住咧我哋喺度傾一傾究竟今次個 tour 係咩咁啊，等大家知道啊，如果有興趣嘅可以 join 我哋呢個真係一生人難得一次嚇嘅一個機會嚇。Okay, Neil, say hello to the guys.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. So I know we're going to have another adventure.
Another
Totally
tour,
new thing.
an adventure.
Yeah, in Roswell, New Mexico.
That's correct.
Okay. Why are we going back to this? Why we come up with this idea? Can you share with
Well, this
the
is
information with the?
this is a very extremely special occasion because people, yes, they go on tours to Roswell, they go on tours to Area 51, but nobody has really had the chance to, first of all, go on such an adventure, not only to see crash sites, but also to go with Sergeant Clifford Stone, who is a real ex-military man who was in the covert secret operations, behind the lines, and visiting every time a craft went down. This secret organization would go in, they would seal off the area, they would interface with the occupants of the craft.
You mean the ETs?
The ETs, and Sergeant Clifford Stone is one of the real people who was involved in such operations, but he's turned whistleblower. Now, these people who come on our adventure are going to have a chance to meet Clifford Stone, to interact with Clifford Stone, and Sergeant Clifford Stone is going to give each one of them a disc with lots and lots of classified documents.
Wow.
Yes. And this
you
is
promised already?
Yes. And this is going to really be something special. Now you can imagine.
Those are the things we cannot find outside from the
No.
internet and nothing else.
Not really. Because he spent, a large part of his life now since he's been out of the operations in finding documents, finding proof for what actually happened, what he was involved with.
Yeah, he's a contactee himself.
He's a contactee himself as well. That's another whole story which people will be able to interact with him and learn. So there we have it. We will be going on this adventure. We will be meeting Sergeant Clifford Stone. He'll be taking us around the Roswell Museum, explaining everything that happened. And he will also be answering very secretive, questions related to secretive information that he has. I mean, can you imagine? Here's a guy, a UFO crashes or shot down or whatever. He's on the scene. He's a contact interface specialist. That's somebody who has the ability to communicate with these beings, because they're not human. They're not human, so you can't think of them as human. He has a special ability, mind to mind, to communicate and to interact and to take care of whatever has to be taken care of in the crash site. This is very important to understand this. Now, not only that, we will be going to a crash site. This is a real thing. Look, first of all, both of us would be rather silly if we told anybody where this crash site is. I mean, you don't want to tell anybody where the crash site is. We've arranged private security who will make sure that we're okay.
Yeah.
We'll be going to this crash site. We will be going with Paula Harris, who's up there with Linda Moulton Howe, Timothy Good, the top world researchers in this field. These are educationists, these are scholars. These are not just some fool that's going to come along and take you. And we'll be going with Paula. We'll be going to these secretive places.
I think we're going to see Chuck Wade. Remember you have the wreckage?
Yes.
The wreckage you have?
You also have a chance to meet Chuck Wade, who was actually involved in the dig, which is what we're going to do, for the crash at San Agustin in Roswell, New Mexico. This is not, at the moment, something I want to disclose, because the crash I'm talking about, when the military came along, they took away the craft, but at that time, those people were not as prepared as later on, and much of the area was not dug. We also know that in some of the area, the people, when they were loading the truck, they threw the stuff in a kind of a canyon.
Oh.
And we know where that is. The less said, the better on where it is, but we will go there and we will have the chance. Jake will be bringing Geiger counters and metal detectors, and he's arranging everything like he's arranged all the other tours.
Then we're going to go there to dig.
We're going to go there to dig, we're going to have a good look around, but not only that,
And then it may